हम लोग आज साइंस ऑफ साइंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी साइंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी Science of scarcity Professor L capital होगा L dot Robbins 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 full stop. Science of scarcity is also referred to as science of choice cannot be classificatory. That is, it cannot decide as to what is welfare and what is not welfare. It cannot decide as to what is welfare and what is not welfare. Full stop. It should be decided by the owners of the resources. It should be decided by the owners of the resources. Full stop. According to Robbins, comma, inverted comma start. Economics is the study of human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce resources, ends and scarce resources, ends, E-N-D-S, ends and scarce, S-C-A-R-C-E, scarce resources having alternative uses, full stop, inverted comma close. नीचे लिखिएगा meaning of some of the important terms in the definition. Meaning of some of the important terms in the definition. Meaning of some of the important terms in the definition. Fellow. Human behavior. Human behavior means the human activities performed point number 2 ends ends hyphen देके लिखिए the term ends means human wants. The term ends means human wants. Full stop. According to Robbins, human wants are unlimited, repeating, and some are more important while others are less important. Some are more important while others are less important. Some are more important while others are less important. Point number 3. Resources. Resources are anything which satisfies human wants. Which satisfies human wants, full stop. Which satisfies human wants, full stop. Resources are limited, but can be used in more than one ways. But can be used in more than one ways. Full stop. Paragraph change period. In the words of Robbins, every human activity, in the words of Robbins, every human activity is guided by unlimited wants and limited resources. By unlimited wants and limited resources. आगे लिखिए. Economics is science of choice because economics is science of choice because hyphen के नीचे नंबर 1. Human beings have to select the most important want to satisfy. Have to select the most important want to satisfy. Or B, where the resources should be used. Where the resources should be used. Where the resources should be used. Again, paragraph change with the Robbins' definition to economics. Robbins' definition to economics is based on facts. Is based on facts and is free from individual opinion of what is right and what is wrong. Of what is right and what is wrong. Full stop. Therefore, Robbins' definition is known as development's definition is known as positive economics. Is known as positive economics. Full stop. Is known as what? Positive economics. लास्ट में एक और लिख लीजिएगा, साइंस ऑफ ग्रोथ डायनामिक्स. आज डेफिनेशन कंप्लीट ही कर देते हैं. साइंस ऑफ ग्रोथ डायनामिक्स. Science of growth dynamics to economics. Science of growth dynamics definition to economics. Science of growth dynamics definition to economics. Was given by Professor Paul A. Samuelson. Paul, P-A-U-L dot A dot Samuelson. Full stop. This definition to economics, is one of the most comprehensive comprehensive के बगल में ब्रैकेट में लिख लीजिएगा डिटेल्ड. comprehensive ब्रैकेट में डिटेल्ड ब्रैकेट क्लोज definition given to economics. Definition given to economics. Full stop. He makes use of both micro as well as macroeconomic variables, 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 to bring about the required growth in an economy. To bring about required growth in an economy. Full stop. Required growth in an economy. Full stop. Paragraph change कीजिएगा. Samuelson defined economics as comma inverted comma start how men and society choose, how men and society choose, men hai men, men and society choose with or without the use of, with or without the use of money, comma, to employ scarce productive resources, to employ scarce productive resources, employ scarce productive resources, SCARC, scarce productive resources, having alternative uses, having alternative uses comma, to produce various commodities over time, to produce various commodities over time, various commodities, COMMODITIES, various commodities over time, and to distribute them for consumption now and in future amongst AMONGST, amongst various people and groups of society, and groups of society, full stop, inverted comma close. अब नीचे लिखिएगा पैराग्राफ चेंज करके. Professor Samuelson made use of, Professor Samuelson made use of various economic activities, various economic activities investment, comma, production, comma, distribution, comma, exchange and consumption, exchange and consumption. To bring about economic growth, full stop. हो गया, पढ़ के देखो तो फटाफट. पहला डेफिनेशन समझ में आया क्या? साइंस ऑफ चॉइस समझ में आया? हाँ भाई, साइंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी का दूसरा नाम साइंस ऑफ चॉइस भी तो है। हाँ? रॉबिन्स ने एक डेफिनेशन दिया जिसका नाम था साइंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी। स्कार्सिटी की हिंदी होती है दुर्लभता, कमी। और साइंस ऑफ स्कार्सिटी का दो और नाम है, साइंस ऑफ चॉइस या साइंस ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग। रॉबिन्स ने ये कहा कि इकोनॉमिक्स जो है वो क्या सही है या क्या गलत है इसका बोध नहीं करा सकता। जैसे मार्शल ने कहा कि इकोनॉमिक्स में सिर्फ वेलफेयर होना चाहिए, यूज ऑफ वेल्थ फॉर वेलफेयर। अगर हमने वेल्थ का यूज वेलफेयर के लिए नहीं किया तो वो इकोनॉमिक्स का हिस्सा नहीं होगा। रॉबिन्स को इस बात से ऐतराज था। रॉबिन्स was contradicting to this thought of Marshall. रॉबिन्स ने पूछा कि how could economics decide as to what is good and what is bad, as to what is right and what is wrong? If I own the resources and the way I am using it, it is proving to be beneficial for me, it might not be beneficial for you, then how could economics decide as to what is welfare and what is not welfare? So according to Robbins, it is not up to economics to decide as to what is right and what is wrong. Economics cannot be classification. Economics cannot classify things into good and bad. What Robbins said about economics? Economics is the study of human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce resources having alternative uses. Now, what does human behavior mean? The human behavior means the human activity is performed on day-to-day basis. He used the term ends. Ends was used to mean human wants. Was used to mean human wants. And according to Robbins, human wants have three major features. One is human wants are unlimited. The second one is human wants are repeating. And finally you have human wants. Some of them are more important and others are less important. Isn't it? All of us are human beings. All of us have got some wants. Our wants are unlimited. We are not satisfied with what we have. We want more. Our wants keep on increasing, don't they? The answer is yes. Our wants are repeating in nature. They keep on repeating, one after another. And finally, some of the wants are more important and others are less important. He also used the term resource. Resource means anything which has the capacity to satisfy human wants. Anything which has the capacity to satisfy human wants. And according to Robbins, resources have got two very important features. One is that resources are limited, are always limited. And the second one is that resources can be used in more than one ways. Right? You can use the resources in n number of ways you wish. And here Robbins used the term resource to mean money or wealth. Right? So each one of us having a 100-rupee note, can we use that 100-rupee note in only single way? The answer is no. All of us, yani ki including me, all 40 of us can use that 100-rupee note in different manners. This is what is multiple use of resource. And this is what Robbins said. That resources are limited, but the beauty about limited resources is that they can be used in multiple ways, in more than one ways. Now, where comes choice making? Where comes choice making? You go to a shop to buy something. You wish that all the product which are being displayed or which are being shown by the salesman to you or by the shopkeeper to you, you feel that all these products might be or might have been present at your home. It would have been better for you, isn't it? But you come to a conclusion that no, it cannot happen because you have got limited resource. You need to make a choice. You need to make a choice. And based upon your resource availability, you select one or two of that product and come back home. Yes or no? Yes. You are forced to make a choice. Why you are forced to make a choice? Because you have unlimited want at a particular point of time, and that unlimited want is supported by limited resources. Isn't it? So according to Robbins, why this definition is known as science of choice? It is known as science of choice because at the first instance, you have to decide as to which of your want is more important. Which of your want is more important, and you need to fulfill those wants. Therefore, your process of identifying the more important want is choice making. Process of identifying more important want is choice making. And once you have identified, okay, fine, out of these 100 wants, I'm going to satisfy these 4 or 5 wants because these are very important wants. So once you have selected that 4 or 5 wants out of those 100 wants, it is your choice. It is your choice. Now, you have got limited resources. Where would you like to use those limited resources? Would you like to use those resources in satisfying those wants which are less important or more important? More important. Again, you have made a choice where to use the resources. Where to use the resources. Right? So, you are forced to make choice, you are forced to take decision because resources at a particular point of time is limited. And this is why this definition is known as science of scarcity. This definition is based upon facts. It is free from individual opinion. Right? You can justify this definition. And it is always free from individual opinion. It does not give you an idea as to what is right and what is wrong. It talks about facts. It talks about facts. And since it is talking about facts, it has got to be a positive economics. What is it? Positive economics. Right? Class? समझ आया कि नहीं आया? चलो ठीक है, फिर हम लोग जो लास्ट वाला डेफिनेशन उसको आप लोग पढ़ लीजिएगा एक बार और देखिएगा समझ में आता तो ठीक है, नहीं तो उसको भी एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे. आज का क्लास इतना ही. मैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग एंड कर रहा हूँ.